Good evening, I'm Hunter Petroviak. Thanks for joining us. We start with some big news from the local sports scene. Sports director Justin Prince joins us live in studio. Justin.
Thanks, Hunter. Earlier today, the Fort Wayne Komets made waves around town, announcing they have relieved Gary Graham of his duties as head coach of the team. Graham had been with the team in various capacities for 10 seasons, including the past 6 as head coach of the team. He finishes his career with the K's with a 251, 130, and 51 record as bench boss. He never missed the playoffs. That included this year. However, this year's team, they finished just 36, 26, and 4 and just never really found their groove. So less than a month after the season's concluded, the Komets and Gary ultimately deciding it was time to go their separate ways.
After the season that we had, you know, it's okay for some teams in the league are happy to make the playoffs, and you know, we're happy to make the playoffs too. But you know, we like to have a better run in the playoffs, and we had a kind of an up and down year. Consistency, inconsistency in our lineup. We had a lot of player moves during the year, but at the end of the day, we felt it was time to make a change, and we felt that we needed a new voice behind the bench.
These things are never easy. I know it had been a tough decision, but you know, I backed their decision. You know, I know it's tough for me to swallow, but I understand where they're coming from. I think the one thing is sometimes things over the course of time can get a little stale, and I think, you know, you try to constantly get better every year as a coach, as a staff, and sometimes you take a look in the mirror and you realize, you know, probably the best thing is to just have a good, clean breakup and let both sides go their own direction and see how things go that way.
We will have more on what's next for the Komets coaching decision coming up later in sports. Hunter?